Are you guys going to the geometric function this Friday? Because I am. Renee the Roundus asked me to accompany him to the function last period. It was so romantic. That's exciting. How do you ask you? Well, he said, your opposite sides are congruent, your consecutive angles are supplementary. My articulation is quite fluent, my love is elementary. Will you go to the geometric function with me? I plotted it to Instagram. Like, you might want to go check it out and stuff because it's, really cute and you're just going to love it. Like, if that proposal was an angle, then it would be under 90 degrees. Did you notice that conditional statement?
Because it's a cute one?
Yes.
Well, Renee the Rhombus described 40% of me, and only about 29% of you, sweetie.
What do you mean? By the way, that's my favorite Justin Bieber song at the moment.
Well, we all follow the big five. They are properties that define us all as parallelograms, and those properties are opposite sides are parallel, meaning those sides will never intersect. Opposite sides are congruent, meaning those sides are the same size. Opposite angles are congruent, meaning those angles are the same size. Consecutive angles are supplementary, meaning that the sum of both of those angles will equal 180 degrees. And the diagonals bisect each other, meaning that each diagonal will cut each other into two equal parts. All those properties apply to parallelograms, rectangles, rhombi, and squares. What makes us different are those added properties. Rows, what makes you who you are diagonals bisect your opposite angles, meaning that your diagonals split your opposite angles into two equal parts, and that your diagonals are perpendicular, meaning that when your diagonals intersect, they form four right angles. Renee only described about 2/7 of the U rows, and that's not even what makes you who you are.
Are you done with your monologue? You should be happy for me, Paul. Don't lecture me about these properties. You are not my professor.
Am I done with my monologue? The answer's in the syllabus, Rhombus. Gosh. The real question is, why is it called a function if functions are algebraic? There are geometric functions, but the word function in this case means a larger formal social event. I guess it's supposed to be some sort of pun or something. I don't even know, man.
Sean, do you have a date?
Well, not yet. Are you gonna ask Susie to square out? I saw her looking at your four congruent sides and your four right angles when we were learning about the importance of Euclidean geometry. I know this may sound weird, but I don't want to date a parallelogram. What?
Are you serious?
Bruh, you're gonna get roasted, man. Bruh. Who would you even ask, though? Well, I like these three gals. They are Irma, the isosceles trapezoid, Thea, the trapezoid, and Kate, the kite.
Nice listing and enumeration, but if you were to plot those three in a graph, they would form an obtuse triangle because your idea of not dating a parallelogram is obtuse.
I don't think it's a dumb idea not to date a parallelogram. I think it's a good thing to date a shape that has a pair or two of intersecting sides. I can give you a bunch of reasons why you shouldn't date any of those hot messes. Just look at Kate the Kite. She has two distinct pairs of adjacent sides that are congruent. Who even is she? What is that, man? What? It's just no. No. She's a fruit, man. She looks like such a pear. What? Do you know what pears are? What are those? Pears are fruits? Kate the Kite, she looks like a pear. So, then those pears you speak of must be extremely pulchritudinous, and that statement made no sense. She's a quadrilateral, not a fruit. Those diagonals, though, they're perpendicular. Who cares? You're not going with her. Quan the quadrilateral would be extremely disappointed, you know? He created all of us. Yeah, I know. I know who Quan is. What about Irma the isosceles trapezoid, or Thea the trapezoid?
Are you serious? Thea the trapezoid and Irma the isosceles trapezoid have exactly one pair of parallel lines each. Who even are they? Like, having one, like, exactly one, like, only one pair of parallel lines, like, that's so #lame. Like, what? They're literally Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob with their little, like, secret formula. Like, Plankton's gonna come after it, like, one day. I mean, people already know it, but...
What's the secret formula?
There's a theorem out there that their medium is equal to 1/2 times their two bases added together. Like, that's so sketchy. Like, finding their median is as hard as making Krabby Patty because, like, you need to use the secret formula. The other theorem is that their median is parallel to their bases. Like, what? My mind is blown. Like, what? That's what a freak show. Like, I'd be scared. Like, I'm scared to, like, look at them because it's just, like, my mind just can't take it anymore.
Oh, I didn't know that. Why is Irma an isosceles trapezoid, though? Like, why do they call her isosceles?
Because every guy that has dated her ends up sending SOS messages because they can't stand her. But she can stand correctly because she has two congruent legs and her base angles are congruent and her diagonals are congruent. All these traits make her isosceles. But I think it's mostly because of the SOS messages. Like, she's just a freak. I mean, like, she's just so weird. Like, she's so weird.
Ugh, you're right. All of them are so weird. What was I thinking? I mean, those trapezoids are sketchy. Like, they're full of secrets. But I guess it's all part of their trap. And as for Kate the kite, I don't think she'd be interested. She's probably too busy flying anyways. I think my true love and I are like parallel lines because we will never, ever meet and or intersect. Sean the Square and the rest of the squadron all went to the geometric function together and partied to the song Wrecking Ball on recorder, of course. Rose the Rhombus's date never showed up. Maybe he took the rhombus, huh?